Yo, what's going on, YouTube? And welcome back to Goal Line Hockey. It's your boy, Kevin Forte. Guys, we're taking a look today at the Seattle Kraken expansion draft. Now that the Stanley Cup playoffs are over, Tampa Bay Lightning are the Stanley Cup champions. Now we get into the offseason. And before the draft, before free agency, and all of that fun stuff, we have something a little bit different this year. The Seattle Kraken expansion draft, as the NHL's 32nd franchise, will be coming into the NHL. So we'll be going over the rules, the options for protection. We'll be going over all of that in this video. So let's start off with the rules for the Kraken. So the Seattle Kraken have to take one player from every NHL franchise that already exists. Except, of course, the 31st team, which is the Vegas Golden Knights. The Vegas Golden Knights are exempt from the Seattle Kraken expansion draft. And we could see the Golden Knights use that to their advantage for teams that need players to be protected. We could see a weird scenario where maybe, the Golden Knights decide, Kelly McCrimmon decides, you know what? Okay, Colorado, right? You have Ryan Graves that needs to be protected, and you don't have room to protect him. Send him over here for a couple days. We'll take a third-round pick, and then we'll give him back to you. But you have to give us a draft pick. We could see that happen here. And I'm just saying that could be a little bit of a crazy thought, but it could happen. Again, crazier things have happened, and that's why I'm wearing the Vegas jersey, because going back old school here with the last expansion draft. So, the rules for the Seattle Kraken, 14 forwards have to be selected at minimum. 9 defensemen at minimum, and 3 goaltenders. So that means 26 players, which leaves room for potentially, we could see 4 more defensemen, 4 more forwards, 4 more goaltenders, whatever you want to do. But the bare minimum is 14 forwards, 9 defensemen, and 3 goaltenders, with room for 4 extra players of any position that you would like. And then comes the question, the protection list. So who are the other 30 NHL teams going to protect? There's 2 different ways you could protect your players. You could either protect 7 forwards, 3 defensemen, and a goaltender, or you could protect 8 skaters in total and a goaltender. So with the first system, you could protect 10 skaters, but only 3 defensemen, or the second format, which is only 8 skaters, and a goaltender. But again, you're only protecting 8 compared to the 10 for the other format. So really, this is a way of protecting defensemen. And a lot of teams are going to try and go with the first format if possible. But some teams may have no choice and may have to go with the other route. And that could end up happening. And that's why a lot of teams, I'm using the Avalanche as a good example because you have Cale Makar, right? Samuel Girard. And then you have to pick another defenseman because now you have the situation where you have Devontae's and a guy like Ryan Graves available. One of those 2 will be left unprotected unless Colorado makes a deal with the Seattle Kraken or Vegas or any other team to move one of those guys out. That could be an issue for a team like the Avalanche. So that is something to keep in mind. Again, I think most teams will try and go with the first format because you're protecting the most players available, but that is something to consider. And we're also going to see that one goaltender thing come up as an issue for other teams because you're looking at teams like, a team like Winnipeg who has Laurent Brossoit and Connor Hellebuyck. They may have to leave Laurent Brossoit unprotected, and he may go as a free agent anyway this summer, but again, a guy that could be unprotected. The Washington Capitals have their situation. They've got Vitek Vanacek and Ilya Samsonov. You're going to assume they're going to protect Samsonov, so that means Vanacek becomes expendable. So we're going to see that one goaltender thing also be an issue for some teams. But that is part of the situation. Also for Seattle, they have to stay above the salary cap floor as well as stay under the salary cap ceiling. So we're going to see them try and stay in between there. The rumor is that they want to have as much cap flexibility going into the next couple of years as possible. So you're not going to likely see them take the big contracts like Lucic and Neal and Andrew Ladd, we're not going to see them just willingly take those. They're going to ask for first rounders, second rounders. You know, if PK Subban gets off the books for New Jersey, like, it's going to come at a price. The Seattle Kraken aren't going to do any teams any favors here. So that is something to keep in mind. But they do still have to hit the cap floor, which means they could take one or two of those bigger contracts just to hit the floor. So, guys, that is our preview for the Seattle Kraken expansion draft. It's coming up, and it's coming up quick. The 32nd franchise in the NHL. Leave some of your mock picks for the Seattle Kraken in the expansion draft down below. And if you guys like what we're doing here at Goal Line Hockey, want to see the latest news around the NHL and more videos just like this one, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and an even bigger subscribe down below. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys next time.